Welcome back, coin lovers and history buffs. Today on Old Charles, we're diving into the story and value of the 1984 United States quarter dollar, a coin that many of us have seen, used, and maybe even forgotten about. But is there hidden treasure in your pocket change? Stick around, because the answer might surprise you. Let's start with the basics. The 1984 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter Series, which began back in 1932. It features the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. You'll see the word Liberty above his head, and In God We Trust to the left. The date, of course, is stamped at the bottom. Now flip it over, and you'll find the iconic image of an eagle with spread wings, perched on a bundle of arrows, surrounded by olive branches. This powerful design symbolized strength and peace during its circulation years before being replaced in 1999 by the State Quarters Program. In 1984, these quarters were minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can tell where your coin came from by looking at the mint mark, a small letter just next to Washington's ponytail. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark ** produced 676 million quarters. Denver Mint, D** produced 546 million quarters. San Francisco Mint, S** struck around 3.3 million proof coins, made specifically for collectors. So as you can see, the 1984 quarter is not exactly rare. But hold on, the story doesn't end there. The 1984 quarter is made of a copper-nickel clad composition. That's a layer of copper sandwiched between 2 layers of nickel. It weighs 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and features reeded edges. Now, while these materials aren't precious metals, errors, conditions, and collector demand can still make some of these quarters valuable. If you have a regular 1984 quarter from everyday circulation, it's likely worth just 25 cents. Yep, face value. But what if it's in uncirculated or proof condition? Uncirculated 1984, P or 1984, D quarter asterisk can fetch between $1 to $4, depending on condition. Mint state, MS, 65 and above ** could be valued around $10 to $25 proof coin, 1984, S typically worth around $3 to $7, but deep cameo, DCAM, proofs can go higher. This is where things get exciting. Some 1984 quarters have mint errors, and those can be worth big bucks to collectors. Double die obverse, DDO ** look for doubling in the word Liberty, or in Washington's eye. These can be worth $50 to $200 or more, depending on severity and condition. Off-center strike ** if part of the design is missing because it was struck off-center. It can be worth $20 to $100. Clipped planchet or broad-struck errors *. These odd shapes can fetch high prices with collectors. Always examine your coins under good lighting or with a magnifier. You never know, you might be holding a hidden gem. If you think you've got a coin in great shape or with an error, consider getting it graded by services like PCGS or NGC. Professionally graded coins usually fetch higher prices in the collector market. Grading can cost money, so do your research to see if it's worth it. But for rare varieties or high-grade coins, it's often a smart move. So there you have it. The 1984 United States quarter dollar might not seem like much at first glance, but under the right conditions, it could be worth far more than face value. The 1984 U.S. quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter Series, which was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first President of the United States. The coin was designed by John Flanagan, a sculptor, and features a left-facing portrait of Washington on the obverse, front. The reverse, back, shows a bald eagle with wings spread, holding arrows and olive branches, a design symbolizing strength and peace. This eagle design was used from 1932 to 1998, until it was replaced in 1999 by the 50-state quarters program. By 1984, the Washington quarter had become one of the most heavily used coins in American circulation. Over 1.2 billion quarters were minted that year. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark 676,545,000 coins. Denver Mint ** D, mint mark 546,483,064 coins. San Francisco Mint ** S, mint mark 3,065,110 proof coins. This makes the 1984 quarter very common in terms of mintage. However, its value can increase due to errors, proof condition, or high-grade uncirculated coins. 1984, The United States was experiencing economic recovery from a recession in the early 1980s. Ronald Reagan was president, and inflation was stabilizing. Coin production remained high to meet national demand for circulating currency, especially quarters, which were widely used in vending machines, payphones, and daily transactions. It's important to remember, 1984 quarters do not contain silver. All quarters made for circulation after 1964 were made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, copper core with a nickel outer layer. Though the 1984 Washington quarter may not be rare or made from precious metals, it still holds value for collectors who are completing date and mint sets. And for those who find error coins or coins in superb, uncirculated condition. One of the biggest factors in determining a coin's value is its condition, also known as its grade. For the 1984 United States quarter dollar, condition can make the difference between a coin worth just 25 cents and one worth $25 or more. These were made only at the San Francisco Mint for collectors and not for circulation. Highly polished surfaces, mirror-like background, and frosted details. Usually graded as PR, proof, 60 to PR 70 deep cameo, DCAM, proofs with strong contrast can fetch higher prices. If your 1984 quarter looks clean, shiny, and has sharp details with no scratches or dings, it might be in mint state condition. Consider protecting it in a plastic sleeve and possibly getting it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Remember, in the coin world, condition is king. A common coin in rare condition can become a collector's prize.